Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Welcome back to Reforged Eden. Welcome back to Roggery. And as always, it is nighttime on Roggery. However, actually, I've started recording in nighttime because it's actually kind of works to what I want to show you. Okay, we won't be able to see a lot going on over there. But as you can see, I'm on the balcony at the moment, which kind of sort of showed last episode, and the lake is all nicely lit up and stuff. I haven't got my flashlight on at the moment. That is all just the spotlights underneath the balcony. This is for soirees and you know, general sort of diplomatic meetings and office parties and stuff like that for the IWC. But I've set up a nice, you can see the motion sensor up there. Some nice signal logic that turns all the lights on up here and these spotlights. And, you know, we've got some nice radar early warning systems going on here. This is all now textured and painted and colored. It's ready for a full tour. So let's go through it, shall we? Now, if you remember the last episode, this was, again, pretty much the same, but without any of the texture or coloring. I've gone for sort of, like I said, mix of sort of grays, but with these orange highlights and stuff. I've got lights sort of pressed into the ceiling here, and they're all set to spotlight, so you get this kind of like little pattern of light and dark patches throughout the room. And then we got our kitchen area leading, and the stairs that lead downstairs, down to the lower area of the base. Here is the IWC briefing station. So anybody that joins the IWC faction starts on Roggery are welcome to use this base going forward. There's just a few rules. It's basically replace anything you use and make sure the base is fueled and armed and ready for any other members to come along and use it. We got sick bay, full medical suites with some nice deco going on in there as well. I've actually now planted the garden. That's all now textured and that's all growing and stuff. In fact, the first crop has come out of it, and I've put that into the food processor to be turned into ration packs and all sorts of other stuff. I actually need to put some lights down here. I haven't put any lights down here yet. So let me turn on the old flashlight. This is the control area. So I have bunched up the old constructors. I've actually reduced them. So there's just 2 constructors and 2 small constructors now. Maybe just have four of each. Just seemed a bit too much. Really, I think that's really necessary, especially with furnaces and deconstructors at the end there. But as you can see, I've put a bunch of sort of signals here. So we've got signals for all the lights, grow lights, base lights, hanger lights. The hanger lights are on a separate motion sense circuit as well, which I'll show you in a second. Deconstructors, constructors, and furnaces are on their own switches as well, so you can properly power down and power things up as and when you need to. Constructors also includes the food processor over there. So you can put the base into a very much a power save mode, which will extend its power. It is too big now to survive just on solar, even though I have increased the solar panel count to, I think, 27 or something. Our deconstructors, deconstructor inbox is directly above each one, so you can feed them directly. Furnaces, appropriately sort of warning marked because of the heat, and some extractor fans to take the heat back out of the room. Then we got our corridor into the hangar bay here, and this is now all textured and decorated thusly. This is a huge space. It is a big old space. But this is now, yeah, it's now main hangar bay. We've actually got a landing strip slash sort of, I don't know, runway kind of thing into the hangar. As you can see, the hangar door opens very early. When you're on this thing, it should be open and you can go full speed out. On the way in, it's a little bit shorter, so you need to sort of temper the approach, as it were. But yep, welcome to IWC. On the walls over there, I've moved over to the left hand side because everything parks on over here. So if you imagine there's a big SV there, that might obscure the sign, so that's why it's off center. For those of you that might be wondering, new arrivals, please report to the briefing station. So yeah, that is that. Let's head downstairs. I'll show you the next bit of the base in here. I'm very happy with how it's turned out so far. It's a lot of work, you know, so much work putting into a base like this, especially one that will probably never be on the workshop as well, because it's an underground base. It only works dug into the mountain, you know. It's crazy, but you know, hopefully it'll be here for a while. I don't know, a few days at least. Downstairs we've got our core room is now sealed off, so a bit of decorative piping there. The generator room is as was. Oh, I need to texture that. Actually been in there to texture that, so I need to do that. I've removed all the medical, put that upstairs. All the fuel tanks, I've stacked them in here as well. Pentaxid farm is as it was as well. It's now complete. And the teleporter for the IWC teleport network, it's here. You stand on it, it powers up. There's a spotlight as well to give it an extra blue glow. And I've surrounded it with a few decorative consoles just to sort of make it look nice. I figured this little space in here, textured funny, would be a good place for a teleporter. I don't know. I tempted to put it in the middle of the room here and surround it with deco and stuff, but I thought it'd make it look a little bit more kind of experimental. Anyway, all this is a single motion sensor. That has been, the area of effect of that has been squished down to one block directly down. And then the teleporter is set to follow, and that light there is set to follow. So as soon as you stand on the teleporter, it all lights up. As soon as I leave the teleporter, as in, you know, leave the playfield, it will all shut down again. There we go. Shield is where it is. I haven't textured in there either. And that is where it is, as it was as well. The only other thing that I have changed is down here is now sort of surrounded in concrete. I haven't textured down here, but I don't really plan to. A nice little window into the lake underneath. It's not quite lined up with the water layer. You can just about see, but when you look out, it looks like it is. I'm quite happy with that. And there's also a little glitch here where you can see the water layer. But as soon as you go through it, you're in. I don't think you can actually get into the water layer. It's like literally paper thin. So it just looks like everything's underwater, but it's not. And this comes out to a sort of shallow area where we've got water generators, O2 and hydrogen generators and stuff laid out here. So this is actually underneath the bridge. But yeah, that's the only other thing that I've done. Just a little weirdness with the water layer texture there. And that's it. That is it for inside the base, at least. If we now head out, run and jump for a little bit because it's quite far. I might have to get a little scooter or a few little scooters, little SV scooters to run around the base with, because it is somewhat extensive now. The Pioneer, actually, while I was doing this, Pioneer ran out of power, and I didn't notice for a while. So the Pioneer is, unfortunately, it had a big old fridge of food, didn't it? It now has it now has a lot of spoiled food. All my food is spoiled, apart from the tins of meat, which lasted a bit longer than everything else, of course. So, yeah, powered the Pioneer back up, but yeah, I should have transferred everything over to the base, really. Hindsight is a bitch. Don't know if you can see, it's obviously very dark at the moment. Maybe what I'll do is actually wait until daytime to properly show you this bit, because there's a new CV pad and 2 new SV pads, and over there there's also a couple more defenses. Let me it's only a few minutes till daylight, so there we go. That's better, isn't it? I can actually see now. So yeah, two little SV pads there, and another nice big CV landing pad there. I was planning to put another one over this sort of area here, but I think it's just unnecessary at this point. I'm not sure how many people are going to get using this, but I think 2 CV pads, a hangar bay that big, and 2 external SV pads will be more than adequate. I've also put up another defense tower over here. I'm hoping that is going to self-sustain itself on solar energy, like the other one over there does. I'm hoping so anyway. This is the base now. I think I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hand this base over to the faction, as it were. But yeah, everything's sort of powered down. I can turn the base lights off. Grow lights, I'll probably actually turn them off as well. It seems a shame, because obviously then the plants won't grow. They won't die. They won't grow anymore. Where did you get to? Or did you just turn off? Oh no, you're still going on the ration packs. Yeah, I'm trying to replace all my lost food, but it takes so long to build the ration packs. Mind you, there's a fridge of 67 here. me just take myself back up to 20. There we go. I should be fine. More than fine for food for a while now. I need to grab my Sky Miner from the Hangar Bay. Yeah, we position the ship on the runway. We can exit at full speed. It's great. Except we're only going here, so... Open, says I. Thank you very much. What I want to do to the Pioneer here is, like I said before, I want to turn it into a little mining vessel. So I need to get some laser drills onto it. I need 6 laser drills. I need a harvest container box on here as well. So to that end, I've created another extender plus a harvest controller. All I'm going to do with the harvest controller is replace the input box, which I'm guessing is one of the ones over here. This one? This one. So replace this controller here with the harvest controller. I'll need to move everything out of this one into another box to do that. And while I'm fanning about in here, I might have to turn signals off as well, because that's going to get annoying very, very quickly. Now, in regards to the laser drills, what I noticed is if you look at the recipe of this, everything's normal up to the laser upgrade kit. And then I'm like, huh? Laser upgrade kit? Isn't that used for handhelds? Well, yes, it is. And we have 3 laser upgrade kits. I need 6. Now, I could go to the Polaris and buy some, if they have some. And that would probably be, you know, fairly reasonable price. I don't think it would be too much. But what I also have is... I called it CV drills times 6, and it is the most basic. It's just a CV starter block and 6 laser drills placed on top of it. Okay, so if I 2-factory that one, and then it's obviously asking for a Restrum Zirconium. What it's not asking for is laser upgrade kits. So if you're actually short on laser upgrade kits like I am, this might be a better option. It's a bit cheesy, if I'm completely honest. The Welcome Center has plenty of Restrum Zirconium thanks to the faction drop-off. So let me connect to that. We'll grab a bit of Restrum and a bit of Zirconium. Chuck that into our factory and start that production. 18 minutes, that seems like a long time. I spent all my sort of factory kind of time on the defense towers. I've actually built 2. And I only needed 1 in the end, but you know, hey, I've got a defense tower ready to plop down, so that's good at least. Okay, so we've got a bit of time to wait before we can get our 6 CV laser drills in. In the meantime, I can sort out that box over there, and we need to actually sort out where these laser drills are going. Now, normally, what I would say is with laser drills, you want to group them together. When I built the Pioneer, I put these antennas in as a kind of as a sort of earmarking the location for the laser drills to go. But I think, if I remember correctly, if I put 3 laser drills there and 3 laser drills there, it's going to be really... It isn't going to eat asteroids very well. It's going to be really difficult to control and really difficult to kind of handle, because they're going to be spread out between, and I'll be aiming at something in the middle in between them, and neither of them will get it. Neither of them will actually hit where I'm aiming. So it will be fine if I'm just wanting to eat the entire asteroid, but I don't have a need for ridiculous amounts of crushed stone. So what I think I'm going to do is the top and bottom antennas there, I'll take those off and put a laser drill on the bottom and the top, and then the 4 you can see the sort of the light texture, the light strip texture there, those 4 places there, I'll take those off and put the other 4 laser drills in those locations. And actually we'll have all the laser drills on one side. I haven't decided whether it's left or right yet, but they'll be all on one side, and then obviously feed straight into the harvest box. And that, although I'll in the cockpit there, I'll be off kilter to where the crosshair is. It will be much easier to handle having them off one side like that. Okay, So I've got to move all the stuff over from that box to some another one, replace that one, and then we've got a little bit of a wait before we can spawn in our laser drills to dismantle and then pop them on the Pioneer. So our 6 laser drills are finished. Let's go ahead and spawn that in. That'll do, right there. A bit chunkier than I remember them being. We can then connect to our MISC box here. Get disassembling. This will give us the 4 laser drills. And we don't need those laser upgrade kits to build them. All the same amount of sort of Resham Zirconium and stuff, but there we go. So now we can put those laser drills on our toolbar. And I've cleared out some space here. I need a drone for this one. You notice how it's nighttime again already. The time it takes to build one blueprint, and it's nighttime. And we're just going to stick these around here. This. Ta-da. And I know that they're all on one side, and now that makes the ship uneven. It's no longer symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. But I could shove a load of antennas over there. I could do that. We've also got to do some signal logic here. So let's get drills signal set up. And then in devices here, we've got our 6 drills at the bottom here. See signal logic. And then follow the drills signal. Drills, 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 drills. 4. You can see them retracting now. 5 and 6. There we go, and then we can auto group that. Bingo. Boom. So as soon as we activate that drill signal, they should all come bursting out. Shablamo. Lovely. Simple as that. On off switch. Right. And so yeah, I've got the this is now a harvester box, this one here. So that will now be able to take in the ores that we harvest through those drills. What I've also done is I've moved the turrets around. We now have 2 laser turrets on the front sides here, 2 on the rear top quarter. I've moved the cannon turrets that were on the front to the rear bottom corner. So, you know, because I thought, well, initially I was going to put them on the top, and then I was like, actually, they're more useful in Atmo. So I'll put them on the bottom. So actually the rear of the ship now has pretty good coverage of cannon. The top of the ship is covered by the single turret on the top there. And the front isn't really covered by cannon other than the top one there. In terms of sort of top down, I'll be relying on those guys on the side and that rear gun to be able to shoot sort of forward to some degree. But that should only really be an issue in space, and in space these laser turrets are, I think, more accurate, faster firing, and deal more damage, plus they do shield damage as well. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of increased firepower. What does that do to our CPU now? So we're at 771, we can have up to 850. So I did put another extender in the back as well. So we now have a basic extender plus 2 improved extenders. That's thanks to all the large bridges and stuff that we've been collecting. So that's good. That's really good. I think we're good to go. What I'm going to do is, obviously, I need to take the food out of the base and put that into my ship, and I hope it doesn't go spoiled. Ah, there we go. Look at that. That's more like it. Some actual foodie foods. Lovely. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave 60 ration packs there for whoever to enjoy, and the rest doesn't spoil, so should be good. Okay, so where the hell are we going to go? Oh, the other thing I said, I knew I wanted a tank, didn't I? Now, the problem with this is the Ereshkigal Zirconium, the small bridges and the small optronic matrices. The Pioneer has 7 and 9. Well, that's asking for 20 and 28, so we're a little way off. Indeed, even the Welcome Center, I don't think has them in that numbers. No, just 2. That's very low on bridges and stuff there. So we're going to have to go out and get some. I think I've got a bit of money, but I don't think I could buy them all as well. Now, the Ereshkigal Zirconium I could very easily get that from the base. In fact, I think I will, because I don't really see a point of having that much Reshimzakosum in the base. And then the base has still got plenty for newcomers to get kitted out with. But yeah, this small optronic bridge matrices situation, we're going to have to go out and hunt it. And it's kind of like catch-22 because, well, I kind of need this thing, or it would be very useful to have this thing in order to take down POIs, in order to then loot them for the matrices and bridges that I need to build this thing in the first place. So, like, my only source of these things without heavy combat is abandoned POIs, like the factory and such. Obviously, we've done that factory to death now. I don't want to do it. It just becomes a bit cheesy. Because going up against, you know, the drone base stuff, yeah, I don't think I could do it. I can't do the clusters with the surge. It just it'll get shot to hell. There's an ongoing debate on Discord about these rockets as well. This is another thing I need to look into. Is can we get different guns? I think I might replace them with railguns. Now, on vanilla, railguns are trash, but on Reforged, Vermilion's fixed them, so actually their damage amounts are kind of, you know, correct. So, plus also there's this weird bug or like inconsistency with rocket damage. I've spoken about it before, and the guys have been really busy sort of on the server trying to figure out what it is, doing various tests and experiments, and they found that anything with splash damage like rockets and plasma and stuff generally get massively reduced on multiplayer for some reason, but direct damage, things like lasers, GATs, railguns, their damage is maintained in multiplayer as it is in single player. So until Elion A recognize that as a bug and B then fix it, rockets might be out on SVs, and it might be we need to switch to railguns. And that actually then generates an interesting thing with this thing, because that's got 6 plasmas, which are splash. So do I need to swap those 6 plasmas out for railguns, do away with anything splash, and just go for direct damage? That tank in single player can one-shot defense turrets off of POIs. It's beautiful. It's a thing of, it's great. Yeah. So, but in order to upgrade this to railguns are significantly more CPU than the rockets, and that thing is already dancing on the line of its CPU allocation. So, in order to increase the railguns, I need to dig into the hull here and find some space. I think there might actually be some space, say, under these blocks here, where I can put an advanced extender. Let's see what that is. Can I build one? I can. An improved extender. We've got the matrices to do that. 8 bridges it requires. So we can make 1. Whether that'll be enough or not, I don't know. A railgun costs 2,000 CPU. This adds 6,500. So I'm 500 short. 500 CPU short if I want to replace all 4 rocket launchers with 4 railguns. So I need 2. And I don't have the bridges for that. Okay. Right, enough complaining about not having bridges and matrices. Let's go out and actually do something about it, shall we? We are going to go out of Roggery. We're going to leave. We're going to leave this place. I'm just going to, before I do that, I'm just going to quickly run over the base and make sure it's all powered down and into sort of low power mode, so it can survive on solar power for as long as possible. But after that, we are going to go among the stars, out of our little safety blanket that is the starting systems, and we are going to go wandering somewhere, I don't know, with that direction, possibly towards trader territory, pirate territory, that sort of thing. The thing is, the Zirax are a wonderful, wonderful source of loot and resources, but legacy stuff, abandoned stuff like that exists everywhere, so it doesn't really matter too much where we go, as long as where we go there are POIs to take and we can get things like bridges and matrices from them. Anyway, so we need to get everything up and running and ready to move out. Gerald is on ARPS. Vanessa, all engineering checks, run full diagnostics and all the engine systems, please. Gerald, make sure the ship is ready to leave. Zahn, make sure you don't shoot that bloody rocket launcher inside the ship. Thank you very much. Okay, I have a very, very full cargo box at the moment. I've actually got my two smalls over here working tirelessly on reducing the amount of raw pentaxid that's in the input box at the moment into refined pentaxid. That's always going to take a while, but yeah, hopefully they'll be able to do that. Is this a missing block? Well, how did this happen? Where did this block go? What is going on here? I didn't remove that block. Been removing blocks around here. Gerald, do you know anything about this? This is an outrage. I have spare blocks. So it's fine, I guess, if not a little inconvenient. And now I have to retexture it and everything. You know, the amount of labor and effort that goes into, you know, placing each one of these darn blocks. Yeah, I suppose you don't really. You're just an ops manager. I don't mean you're just an ops manager. You know what I'm saying. Don't be like that, Gerald. Don't start with me. All right? I put you here. I can take you away. Simple as that. All right? No. Okay. Anyway, bit of friction in the crew, guys. Bit of friction in the crew. Anyway, engine systems are on. At least Vanessa is doing her job. Yeah. Pay attention. Pay attention, Gerald. Ah, Gerald. Such a peen. Anyway. The taxi tank. Consumables. Fill that to the brim. Oxygen is good. We're okay on that. Fuel. Fuel's looking a bit ropey, if I'm honest, guys. Wait, this is the welcome center. Whoops. That's better. There we go. I was like, where the hell is all my fuel? I swear I had more fuel than that. Wow, that just ate 47 fusion cells. Okay, good. I would hope it would fill it up to nearly 100%. Fine. Got my consumables box. So everything, meds and everything in there, because I was thinking maybe I'll need another fridge, because everything was filling up in here. It was getting too big. But then I was like, well, meds don't spoil. They don't need to be in the fridge. And also, this huge 216 KSU box was just being used for a bit of biofuel and some oxygen tanks. So there you go. We're actually utilizing it a little bit more now. Anyway. Enough waffling. Let's get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have liftoff. Goodbye. IWC Welcome Center, formerly known as the Alamo. I hope, you know, you find someone to look after you. And enjoy all the visitors. If there are any visitors. Who knows? Anyway, my base. Might be back at some point soon. Who knows? This is really slow. 15 meters a second is simply unacceptable. We are going to use our main thrusters to get ourselves into atmosphere. Yeah. And so begins our next phase of our journey through Project Eden. We leave Roggery. Where should we go, ladies and gents? We have a smorgasbord of various planets and solar systems and star systems to visit. Who knows? I reckon Unredder is our first port of call, because it's an A-type star, and for whatever reason that seems like more exciting than an M-class star, which are more common. So let's go. Unredder. It sounds a little bit too close to unready, doesn't it? And that may be a little indication of what's about to come. Hopefully not. Here we go. Whoopie whoops. We're out. We've left the starter systems. We're beyond the aid of no one, because warp technology. So it's all good. Welcome to Unredder. A-type star. What do we got in Unredder? Oh, stuff. Not a lot. Not a lot of stuff. But this is of interest. This planet right here. Because on our quest to find Erestrum and Zircosium, normally lava planets with ridiculous amounts of gravity are home to Erestrum and Zircosium. I don't want to take the Pioneer down there, not with a full cargo box. Now, I think the Sky Miner can manage it, but it won't be able to get off the planet once it's mined anything. So this, although, you know, curiously fun, probably, maybe, probably not, is a no-go. However, that Elder Baron planet over there, Royale, has Erestrum deposits, of the potential of them, and then 0.78 Gs. So let's go over there, I think. What about an alien planet has a restroom as well, potentially. And 1G, that's good. These asteroid fields, have any of you got anything interesting in them? Or potentially magnesium, copper. Obviously, big Xerax presence there. Could be risky. Could be fun. Who knows? Why not? But yeah, I don't think there's anything of massive. Ooh, gold. Now then. Ooh, syndicate. Right. Okay, that's interesting. Gold is good. Gold allows us to build the bridges and matrices that we are short on. You know, if we can get a good, healthy supply of gold, i.e. from an asteroid, which would actually lend itself, would lend us quite a lot of gold, that would be good. I think we should go here first and look for some Erestrum, and then go get some gold. Let's do that. Okay, our first stop, and we have already kind of run into two of the things at least that we need. Gold, which will allow us to make the bridges and matrices and stuff, and Erestrum, which is always needed for end game stuff. And of course, Zirconium, we're going to have to keep an eye out on, because, you know, we need that as well. I'm not going down to a 4G planet at the moment for Zirconium. No, I'm not doing that again. Although it was funny headbutting that plasma planet with the Naginata. Yeah, I'm not prepared or in a position comfortable enough where I can casually do that each time. Holy crap, there's a giant ship behind us. Okay, it's not right behind us, but it's like right behind us on the map. Look at that, it's right there. Why am I not picking it up? Is that energy signature? Oh, it's down there. No, I need to get used to this whole 3 dimensions thing. You know. Oh, it's not even a boat. What? How is that a shipyard? It's clearly a CV. That's genuinely a shipyard, isn't it? Not moving. It's got a CV icon. That's so weird. Anyway, whatever. Let's get down to this planet, and then we can see whether it actually does have Erestrum deposits or not. Okay. Let's level her out. Bring her to a nice, gentle stop. This is the other thing, is like, okay, I can maybe mine the Erestrum, or all of which 3 deposits are here. Look at this cluster of buggery. Oh my god. There's something up there. There's deposits everywhere. I think we should probably head north and hope there's an Erestrum deposit up there before we try and fly over that nonsense over there to see if there's anything down there. So there's Neo and there's Sathium for days, which is nice. I don't really... I say I don't need Neo. It's not like I'm abundant with Neo. And Sathium... Wait, didn't I get a bunch of Sathium recently? Where the hell has that gone? Don't tell me I've used it all already! My god! Oh no, 638 ore. We could definitely do with more Sathium. And that seems to be... There's a large... Let's do that. It definitely seems to be a slightly more abundant resource on this planet, is the Sathium. I suspect that the Erestrum is tucked right underneath the very armpits of the Xeraxian scumbags on this planet. Now, I remember this type of planet from last season. It's a vicious, vicious bastard of a planet. So, yeah, I suspect those 3 are all Erestrum. Or there's something else somewhere on this planet that is the Erestrum, and it is also guarded by huge numbers of dual minigun drones. Cannon turrets. I need you to... Ooh, the lasers are firing. Ooh! But this is a planet. This is a planet. I didn't think we could have lasers on a planet. I am thoroughly excited right now. I need to do my turret groupings. 1 second. Layer factions is off. Warp drives. Everything else is on. Could you kindly deal with that turret, please? That drone, please. Thank you, turrets. I am so excited that my laser turrets are working in Atmo. I did not know that. Thank you, Vermilion. That is an awesome, awesome, awesome change. Much appreciato. That means that I have more coverage in atmosphere than I initially thought I did. Right. The large Sathium deposit. Do these work in Atmo? Do these work? Go on. Come on. I don't think they will. I don't think they will, but I've got to try it. I got you on a planet. That would be far too convenient. I think I wouldn't need my little mining SUV. I could just dismantle that one. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit stuck right now because this is very full. This is very full at the moment, and that is a big problem of it. I can probably chuck a lot of this iron into the factory and clear out some of that space. I think I could. I'm even tempted to chuck some of these bridges in there. You know, they're not exactly lightweight. 200 kilograms eat 3.25 liters. But yeah, I suspect that is the that's eating most of it at the moment. Anyway, I can mine some sathium, and at least I can put the... I've got other boxes I can put it into. It just obviously means that it's just using up more weight and thusly more power to move it later. So anyway, let me get the Sky Miner. I'll dig up some of that sathium deposit there. In terms of sort of ingots, 5,000 or so, and 1,800 ores still. Okay, that's good. That's not bad. That sathium deposit is now gone. We're no longer on starting planets, of course, so we don't need to leave... I don't need to leave 10% of the deposit. Let's head to the south now, where that Xerax cluster is, and do a high altitude pass over. See if we can spot those Arestrum deposits. Yeah. There's a lot of Xerax down there. Defense posts, we've got silicon. There's one of the Arestrum deposits, as expected. Only a small. Is it worth it? The rest are actually, I thought the other ones would be all Arestrum, but actually, just that one. There's a headquarters. Long-range radar. Quite the radar station that, I wonder what headquarters has got. That's a lot of defense, support bases, security towers, and all sorts around that, isn't it? But that's kind of good, though, because it means if that Arestrum deposit there, now depending on what this is, there may actually be an Arestrum deposit somewhere on this planet that we can go and eat. Hoping there is. Hoping there is some... It's just one more check over this Xerax scumbag location here. Now we've got a couple of deposits just outside of their range control station. There's the radar base. I knew it had to be around here somewhere. Yes, we all remember that one well, don't we? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not solo. Definitely not solo. So that's Iron and Neo. Right, okay. So the hunt is on then. There are two other Arestrum deposits somewhere on this planet. So I'm not sure about the efficiency of flying around the Pioneer, given how much weight is on board while doing this kind of survey. It's not a huge planet. It's a size 3, so you know, it's not out of the question. But I think we could do it better if we jump in the Sky Miner and run around with that instead. Here we go, an Arestrum deposit out on its own, albeit guarded by a dual minigun drone. But yes, not surrounded by Xerax POIs, so we can definitely get this one. We just have to take this drone out. Which, I forgot to put laser ammo into the Sky Miner, so I've just got the GATs at the moment. The laser turrets do not work. But yeah, on the way back, when I'm back in the ship, I'll obviously have to remember to try and do that. We've got another drone. Are you coming this way? You are, aren't you? You are being ballsy. Alright, well, I'm going to deal with you as well, because, I mean, you know, Sky Miner's not a combat ship, but it has got shields. It's shielded, so Mr. Drone, you could kindly die, please, sir. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to grab these two drones, and then I'm going to dig up that Arestrum deposit, and I think we can head back. Okay, not a bad little trip, actually. 933 Arestrum out of that deposit there. If we could find the other one, that would be good too. But let's drop this off into the Pioneer. I've got some extra bits and bobs in here as well. Actually, take them out. I'll dig up this Promethean deposit underneath us, and I need to remember Type A laser cell. Is that what this ship takes? It is. Actually, we got some. I can put them Type A's in there. Oh, wow. There's not much room in here. It's only a 250 cargo box, so I might need to sacrifice some of the old 15 mil. Wow. Maybe not. Okay. I never really thought of that. I just like when I loaded it into Reforged, it had lasers by default. I didn't change it, but perhaps I need to go back and swap that back out for the 15mm turrets because yeah, the lasers are heavy. The laser charges are heavy. Oh well. Here we go. Promethean then. Yeah, get this, and then I think we'll get off this rock. So the other place we wanted to go quickly was the... what was it? Gold, wasn't it? We found gold somewhere. One of these asteroid fields has gold. There it is, that one. The Syndicate asteroid field. I can't lock targets onto that. It would appear that there is no direct warp route to it. We have to go via this one, first of all, then jump to the next one. We don't run into any Syndicate patrols or something. Ah, sure, if the Syndicate are just Xerax faction, I think, aren't they? Until custom factions in 1.3 comes along. Then yeah, Raven's going to have all sorts of fun adding all the custom factions in there. Going to be loads of them. While there is plenty of pirate activity here, actually not Xerax, but actually pirate faction is the Syndicate, as their icons are yellow, and we're actually honoured with these guys, so I'm not too worried about this at all. And as it would happen, the gold asteroid, assuming it is just gold, there is iron here as well. The gold asteroid is right in front of us, completely unprotected and undefended by anything. So this is ours. This is ours, ladies and gents. Right. So you see how the Pioneer does as a miner then. So all my drills are off onto the left-hand side, remember? Power this on. Now I've got to keep a close eye on the generators here because I'm not sure that I've got enough generator capacity for this. That's a detector. Okay, it's fine. It's using 32% of the generator capacity. Oh my lord. Oh, it rips it. Absolutely rips it to shreds. Oh my... yes! Oh boy, yep. That's what I mean by having them all on one side. So if I had them on both sides here, this would be a bit of a mess. Because they fire coaxially, they fire just direct. No, they don't sort of move to the where your crosshair is. Look at that. Absolutely decimating that asteroid. Yes, excellent. We've got to be careful here because the box isn't exactly, you know, flush with space at the moment. I could actually go into the hull and increase that capacity of that box to 320 quite easily. I think I probably will need to do that. But yeah, ladies and gents, gold. Do you know what this means? We can actually build our bridges and matrices that we need for our tank. Well, I don't... hopefully. I mean, one gold asteroid probably isn't going to do it. We might need to find a few. But the option... we have the option now, don't we? But yeah, there we go. Pioneer actually works very well. Very nicely as a little mining ship there. With those 6 laser drills on the one side. Quite happy with that. It seems to work very nicely. Right, let's see how much gold did we get out of that then. So, gold ore. That much. 1796. Not bad, not bad. I'll get to work turning them into ingots because I think the gold to ingot ratio is actually not great. It's not very good. And obviously to build a single bridge we need like 50 gold ingots. Is that a large or a small though? Let's have a quick look. Ah. Maybe turn the jetpack off and use the gravity. There we go. That's lovely. I could probably just control panel to the constructor from the bridge. Why did I walk all the way down here? I don't even know. Right, so a small bridge is 5 gold ingots and a large is 10 gold ingots. Okay, so my bad, not 50. That's all right then. 5. That's a little bit more achievable, isn't it? Okay, I'll get my small constructor working out on the other gold ingots. I think the smalls can do it. This one's kind of busy, you know, setting up some fuel cells. Hoping you, sir, over there, not doing anything. Yeah, you can do gold. Lovely. Right. Just do it all, please. Just as much as you can. Until you run out of gold ore. I got this guy working on copper ore. All the crushed stone that I've picked up. converting that into copper ore. So copper is not something I'm short on, but it is, out of the basics, the one I am short on the most. And as you can only make the basics ores, it made sense to go for copper. There we go. Gold and a restroom. Not a bad little first trip out, I'd say. Right, where do we want to go to now then? Let's have a look at the map. We're in Unredder. Out of Zirac space is that away. So we carry on going in the direction we can only be out in like one jump or two. We need still to find Zascosium for our tank. And of course gold to make even more of the bridges and matrices. Once we get that, I think we can start taking on some actual Zirac threats. So I'm going to suggest we actually leave Zirac space for the time being. We head out to the great unknown, maybe towards trader space. Trader space isn't short of, you know, still the abandoned POIs and whatnot, but it has a lot more, well, traders. Let's go over there. I don't know what I just clicked on, but it seemed a good distance. Alastor! We're going to Alastor. Let's see what we got at Alastor. Alastor benefits from not a lot. Wow. An Aldi. Shout out to everybody in the UK that understood that joke. Isma. Isma has... what is that? Map common ore site resource. Ooh, a common ore site. Right, okay. So that could be a huge hunk of iron, copper, or silicon. That's in orbit. What about on planet? Okay, Isma is a temperate planet, large, and has potentially got a restroom on it. You've got nothing that we really want. Polaris asteroid field. Combat site with magnesium. A UCH research ship. Discovered by Smeagheed. And an Aldi, which has got nothing particularly interesting on it at all. Wow, what a completely rubbish system. Apart from maybe the temperate planet, which I guess. I suppose we could check out the common ore site. It might be worth a look. I just don't really have the capacity for anything more. I need to start working towards my next CV, really. Paul Pioneer, done so well, is an absolute boss stit in early game, but we are starting to enter into the realms of mid-game, and she's struggling a bit. You know, the boxes are full. We're running out of upgrade slots. But, oh, she's still good. Wow, look at that! It's a rainbow! Holy moly! Oh, drills. Yeah. And drill the rainbow. Give me gold. That's what's at the end of the rainbow, right? Well, we need to kind of find what is this common ore site thing, and what does it look like? I guess does it look like a resource asteroid or a POI? I assume it would look like a POI. Here we go. Common ore site. What do we got here? Just looks like a giant hunk of rock. It's not going to tell us what kind of resource it is until we get right on top of it, huh? It looks like an iron asteroid on the map. Yep. We don't need iron. We don't need iron. We have a fair bit of iron. We have 2 and a bit stacks of the ingot. I suppose in theory, we could actually just chuck that into. Oh, there's some sentries around here. Oh, we are walking right into a minefield. I need the guns to clear a path. Oh yeah, we are under fire, ladies and gentlemen. Under fire. Let's see if we can deal with these ion sentries then before the shields drop. Quite a few of them. And they are absolutely hammering the old shields, actually. I don't know if we're going to be able to get rid of these guys before we start taking actual damage. I start falling back now, because that's actual damage that we're taking now. We actually had some explosions on the hull. Damn, I didn't think those ion sentries would hold up so much to the lasers and the flak and everything. We took a lot of hits on the back, and we subsequently lost some of our plastic. These are all plastic carbon composite blocks, so I'm not surprised to see some of them busted. Main thing is the inner hull here is iron, so that steel block actually took quite a lot of hits. Wow. Woo. Cooking myself on a thruster. That engine took enormous amounts of damage. I could actually use the upgrade feature. I've got loads of steel plate in the boxes. I could use the upgrade feature of the multi-tool here to upgrade all of these blocks to steel. Look at that. Good as new, right? Who knew? Nothing wrong, nothing to see here. Everything's fine. No blocks were missing. Didn't take any damage. Oh wow, even these hits in the side. Ship was not designed to be shot. Whoa, that laser turret. How did that laser turret get so damaged? Yikes. I want to take these damn sentries down. They're only sentries, for crying out loud. And I know I'm in a starship, but still. A matter of principle, damn it. Why are they shooting me already? Come on, turrets. Get to work. Right, that's got to be one exploding there, I think. That was a big explosion. You're targeting the one on the other side? Seriously, I had a 70% shields with one ion cannon shooting at me. I know this is only the basic shield, of course. This isn't even the advanced shield. That's actually something maybe I could look at. It's upgrading to the advanced. Let's get broadside going on here. A few more guns on that side, so 30% shields. Come on, guys, you got to take that turret off. Yeah, he took the turret off. Okay, so we can deal with a sentry, but just about, you know. As for clearing out all the sentries here, that might take a little while. Crikey. But yeah, I suppose actually, if we can get this iron asteroid and convert it into ingots, then I can definitely put it into the factory, because I can put the wafer back on the wafer factory wafer, and you could just stuff so much resources. Look, how much iron can we put in here? 305,000. 305,000 iron. We could put into the factory, so I can definitely take the iron out. Let's not do it yet. Let's actually make sure we can actually get to it first. But yeah, I think that might be worth doing. As for that planet, look at that. It's like a cartoon. That's crazy. I've never seen a ring like that before. It's madness, I say. Utter madness. But pretty. Give him that. The planet has what on it? Planet. Oh, it has maybe some restroom. I'm not even sure if it's worth bothering going down to it, to be honest. I think what we'll do is I'll see if I can get this, now that we know what this is, this Commodore site, see if we can get this down. And then maybe we'll make one more jump and see what we find there. Just check how much iron we actually get from each hit on this rock. Holy crap. That's a lot of iron. That is a lot of iron. That is a lot of crushed stone. Each hit of iron, oh my god. Yow. That's crazy amounts. What if we hit just pure iron? Yeah. He's still getting so much crushed stone, but you know. You would. This rock is dense. Dudes, we're gonna burst our container here at this rate. This is not. Like, constructors are gonna be busy for the next 20 years, I think. This is one hell of an iron rock, and I absolutely love these mining lasers. So powerful. Ripping this thing to shreds. I'm sort of. I'm a little hesitant to go around the side of this rock to the next part because there is still an ion turret down there somewhere. Look at that, 243, 404. That's full. That's full. That's we can't take any more. That is full. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do, I thought I was gonna maybe go and jump to another system, but I think we're gonna have to. Why are my doors open? This is dangerous. There's the core. There's the outside world. This happens. There was just a server restart, which I think you guys just missed out on seeing. But somebody told me in the comments, if your doors are doing that, jump into an SV and jump out of the SV, undock it, redock it, and the signals kick back into life. What I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to have to interrupt you, sorry, that you finished that last one, is build a bunch of container extensions. Actually, do I have any? I don't think I do. MISC, container extensions. No. We're going to have to extend our input box, because I don't think it's going to work with the current volumes. Now, how many do I need? I don't know. Let's listen to me, like 30. Put that in the MISC box, please. Make 30 of those. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back underneath the stairs here. Put my flashlight on so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Because there's our input box. It's there. And we've got a bit of spare room back here where we could absolutely put some more container extensions. Okay, there's our 7 boxes. Additional 256,000. Okay, so I'm going to up that to 320,000. Then we're going to get to carry on mining this rock out, because that's a huge amount of iron that just cannot be ignored. In the meantime, what else I can do is make some more room by chucking these 2 stacks of iron into our factory wafer. Boom, and a boom. And that's going to free up a bit of room in there. And then we need to start the process of getting this converted into ingots. We're going to get some iron. Now, if we can find one of these common ore sites for copper, and obviously silicon as well, then we are not going to be worrying about the common ores for some time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a good place to end today's episode. We've hit a pretty nice little gig here. I'm going to finish this asteroid off, also finish extending the container to 320, as I said, and getting this all converted back into ingots. And hopefully I'll be able to show you in the next episode exactly how much iron we managed to get, or at least pump into the factory. I don't know. But yeah, that is going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.